Support for Wrestlezona comes from the Wrestling Guy Store Phoenix, offering wrestling-themed merchandise and collectibles. More information at WGSPHX.com. That is WGSPHX.com. Hope you're having an amazing one, Wrestlezona family, and welcome back whenever you happen to be tuning in. My name is Lance Reese, your definitive host for the hour. I've been a fan of professional wrestling since I was about 6 years old, begging my parents to buy me action figures ever since I saw videos of Jeff Hardy's Swanton bombing on YouTube. We've got another fun episode for you today as we here on episode 18 of Wrestlezona on 88.7 The Pulse. We'll cover what's happening in WWE, All Elite Wrestling, the Indies, and even wrestling here local in the Valley. Stay tuned to hear exciting wrestling themes. We also have some exciting segments coming up in our hour, such as our 10 Bell history. And we also have an exclusive interview with Bruce Wangs and Atiba, better known as the Tag Force, Choppa City. Hopping into the world of All Elite Wrestling, I had the privilege to attend AEW Double or Nothing 2025 here in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, Glendale, Arizona, but you get the point. It was at the Desert Diamond Arena, and I think this pay-per-view was absolutely fantastic start to finish. I mean, obviously, one of my favorites, Will Ospreay, was in the main event. Didn't get the W that night, but it felt like a W getting to watch the Billy Goat. Unexpectedly, one of my favorite matches was the Anarchy in the Arena, where Bodies by Drowning Pool started playing throughout 20 minutes of the match. Matt and Nick Jackson came out as founding fathers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go find the match and watch it. It's crazy. It was insane. After the show, during the media scrum, I had the chance to speak to Tony Khan, and I asked him a question. Roll the clip.
What a night.
Hi, Tony. Lance Reese from Wrestlezona on 88.7 The Pulse. Congratulations on 6 years of All Elite Wrestling. And this Double or Nothing marks a strange transition period of Double or Nothing coming to Phoenix after hosting at Vegas for so many years. What can we expect to see AEW do as far as different locations in the near future?
Well, we've announced already that All Out is coming to Toronto, and it's our first pay-per-view in Canada in a while. Excited to go to Renee's hometown and bring All Out there for the first time. It's our first time taking Forbidden Door to the UK, and it's our first time of course, bringing that event there. We've got some really exciting things coming. The Aragon Ballroom, I'm very excited about. I've been writing shows called Dynamite since I was 12 years old. Since 1995 is when I came up with the name Dynamite. And my friend, who I traded tapes with, and he lives around Chicago, and he's my oldest friend. I've known him since I was 12. And he would always do his shows in the Aragon Ballroom, my friend Todd. And he wrestled in Windy City Wrestling, and he's a great friend and a great tape trader, and still contributes to AEW. And he would do shows in Aragon Ballroom, and he would call it the Aragon Brawl Room. And I always thought that was cool. And it's going to be a great site for AEW. Of course, we're going to the 2300 Arena. I mentioned we did Dean 2 as a tribute to the late, great Dean Rasmussen last night. I'm looking forward to doing Dean 3 in the 2300 Arena, as well as Death Before Dishonor and AEW TV. Doing Dean 3 there, I feel like it is going to be the most tape traders per capita in any wrestling show in the history of wrestling television, because we'll also be filming AEW TV there. A lot of really cool venues and things coming up. I'm really excited to go to Glasgow for the first time. And of course, Grand Slam Mexico. We were talking about it. It was great to have Bandito sitting here talking about what it means to him. It means a lot to a lot of us. And it means so much to the wrestlers from Mexico, but also means a lot to a lot of us that are fans of Lucha Libre and have never gotten to go down and work in Arena Mexico. So it means a lot to me. A lot of really cool and exciting venues coming up throughout 2025. I think we've been doing great TV from very exciting venues this year. Great crowds. Tonight was a great crowd. It was our first time doing a pay-per-view in Arizona. One of my all-time favorite moments ever in AEW happened here, though, when Sting and Darby Allin won the Tag Team Championship in Arizona. And it was so great to bring Double or Nothing here and celebrate 6 years with these great fans in Arizona that have been supporting us and have our first pay-per-view here tonight. So hopefully it sets a standard and also sets an example to all the great fans. If you do a great job showing up for the TV and make moments count like they did for that show, and in particular Sting's championship win with Darby, I think it sets a standard and sets an example. You can get a pay-per-view. And after 6 years, it's our first time doing a pay-per-view in Arizona, but I can promise you it will not be the last. This crowd was awesome. Thank you.
And thank you again to TK and the crew for having an All Elite Wrestling pay-per-view in Arizona. Feels like it's been a while since we've had a major wrestling pay-per-view in the state of Arizona. But June 6th, against all odds, TNA will be hitting the Mullet Arena in Tempe. And the next night, they will be hitting the same venue for an episode of Impact. As for WWE, Money in the Bank 2025 is coming up Saturday, June 7th at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood. The following episode of Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank will be taking place in Phoenix June 9th at the former Footprint Center, now Phoenix Arena. What a week for professional wrestling. Hey, I'm Lance Reese. Before we get into our interview with the tag team Choppa City, let's get into our 10-bell history. 10-bell history. 1. Kenny Omega originally wanted to be a hockey player. 2. Speaking of hockey, Chris Jericho's dad, Ted Irvine, was a famous hockey player for the NHL in the 60s and 70s. 3. The Young Bucks were once banned from PWG rings for 3 years. 4. In 2001, MJF appeared on the Rosie O'Donnell show at 5 years old singing You Are My Sunshine. 5. Christopher Daniels has a degree in theater, which he earned attending Methodist College in Fayetteville, North Carolina. 6. Mark Calloway, better known as The Undertaker, played basketball in Texas for 2 years before picking up professional wrestling. 7. When the first Raw magazine debuted in 1996, Vader was chosen to be its first cover star. 8. WrestleMania 28 holds the record for the most WrestleMania pay-per-view buys. 9. Macho Man Randy Savage has the record for most WrestleMania wins in a single night. 10. Dolph Ziggler had a match against Dusty Rhodes in the year 2006. That wraps up our 10-bell history. Now let's get into our interview with Bruce Waynes and Atiba, the tag team, Choppa City. I'm joined over the phone with one half of Choppa City, potentially both halves of Choppa City. I'm joined with Atiba. Say hello.
What's going on, Wrestlezona?
Hey, how's it going, man? We're glad to have you here over the line. Yeah, so Choppa City, talk to me a bit about that tag team. Where are you guys based out of currently?
We are based out of Denver, Colorado, and all you need to know about Choppa City is when the chops start going, there's no stopping us.
Yeah.
The chops don't stop.
The chops never stop. It's a good way of putting it. And where did the chopping in Choppa City originate from?
Well, let's take it back first to 2018 was when first me and Boss began our pro wrestling careers. We both began right around the same time. And we didn't become a tag team until a few years later, but when we both started, we were both like, we could tell that each other was like someone who was going to push themselves to be the best. And so I was like, okay, I can see this guy's going to try and get the most out of this. And he can see the same for me. And so through the first 3 or 4 years of wrestling, we just were doing our own thing. A lot of wrestling here in Denver at a promotion called Rocky Mountain Pro. And we would just, we'd make our way up, both in our own paths, but we ended up at the top around the same time as well. And we even have faced each other in the ring a couple of times. But it was always like a iron sharpens iron type thing, where it's like, okay, I may beat you up, you may beat me up, but either way, one of us is getting better from this.
So you guys kind of, like you said, iron sharps iron, you guys benefit each other's strengths very well?
Yes, very much so. Boss has always had the, I'd say the strength, the charisma. When I first started, I was very much a high flyer, always bouncing off the ropes any which way. And then as I progressed, I was able to kind of take some of what Boss had, and he also was able to kind of take some of what I had, and it's just like we kind of melded or welded this thing together that became Choppa City.
Wow, that's great. And you yourself, I'd say no stranger to tagging with people. Not just Choppa City, but throughout your career, you've tagged with some names. I'd say most notably for me here on my list is you teamed with Manny Lemons to face Matt Hardy and Isaiah Cassidy on AEW Dark in 2022. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, that is true. That was the dragon fruit lemonade stand. That's what we called it as we teamed up. That was a good time.
I love that dragon fruit lemonade stand.
Yes, sir. It was a short run, but Manny Lemons is always a cool guy to team up with.
Yeah, and, did you learn anything during your brief stint there doing dark matches like from Matt Hardy?
Main thing when I always ask everybody after my match is just like anything that I can learn or anything I can like pick up. And what I noticed the most is just like being aware of everything going on around you. Like you're in a bigger arena, bigger moment, but you can't let it get to you. Like don't let it become like starstruck or anything like that. It's just like you know who you are, you stay focused, and you put out the same type of product that you give at a small show versus a huge show. It's gotta be 100% each time.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it, and I kind of see it as you're still relatively early on in your career. You've been a pro for 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years now.
Wow. And what did becoming a professional wrestler look like for you?
For me, I started off in high school. I already been playing sports. I've done track, football, and amateur wrestling through most of high school, and I was just like, I had plans of originally wrestling in college, but things changed for me, my situation. But I did end up, I was in college for a little bit, and even but with no sports going on, so I was just in college, and it just wasn't really sure. I wasn't seeing anything that I wanted exactly from it, and I was like, okay, I need to figure out something that's gonna be more beneficial for me. And I really sat for a while just thinking about like what options I had. And at one point it just hit me where I was just like, well, pro wrestling. And it was like it was there, and I just had not been thinking about it for a while. But I was like, I've always wanted to do this, and now is the perfect time to give it a shot. So I was just like a year and a half into my time in college, and I was just like, I think I'm just gonna look around and see what I can find.
Boss had more of a sports background, if I'm correct, right? He played football for University of Nebraska.
Yeah, he did some football for college, and he also did arena league football as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
yeah, Omaha Beef.
Omaha Beast.
Yes, sir.
So what did becoming a kind of speaking for him? What did becoming a professional wrestler look like for Boss? If you
Boss's story from I can tell you from the moment that when I met him, he had already. I think he had just finished up the arena football days, and he was looking for something else to do because he'd done like some training and stuff. But oh snap!
welcome to the line, Boss.
Well, oh yeah. Oh, see, I'm alive. Boss, what's going on? Oh, you know, living the good life, T. Balling like there's no tomorrow. Yes, sir.
We were just talking about you, man. We were talking about your, actually, I'll ask you, what did becoming a professional wrestler look like for you, Bruce?
Oh, when you're done playing pro football, you transition into being a pro wrestler. It is the natural progression.
Mm.
Ron Simmons did it. Ernie Ladd did it. The Rock did it. Final boss Bruce Wayans is doing it as we speak.
As we speak. Yeah, I was talking to Atiba here for a bit. we talked about your time playing college football for the University of Nebraska. What could you tell me about that?
Oh, see, I went to Nebraska Kearney, to clarify. I
Mm.
bleed blue. I'm not no Husker. Okay, I'm
My
from
bad.
Colorado. I got beef with the Huskers on site.
Oh man.
Tell him about the Omaha beef, boss.
Oh, but the Omaha beef, see, that's different. So after college, I played like, I don't know, like 13 years of arena football, you know? And my favorite team was the Omaha Beef. And I'm keeping this for my heel turn. Because when you play for the Omaha Beef, they sing the national anthem. And the end of the song goes like this. And the home of the beef. And the whole stadium does it, bro. It's it's one of the coolest things you'll ever experience.
Wow, that's that's amazing, man. I love that.
Yeah, it's a true story. I lived a good 2 years of that. It was awesome.
That's awesome. So
Shout out to the Omaha Beef.
shout out. So kind of going back to the wrestling, I'd say you guys seem, from my experience in Colorado, traveling and going to Rocky Mountain Pro, I'd say you guys seem to be a staple of that promotion. How long did it take for you guys to build that connection and trust with the audience there?
I'd say like this. Me and Tiva started at Rocky Mountain Pro legit 1 week apart.
Yeah.
And then the week behind me is Lipped Up. So there's 3 of us. And individually, we have a connection with the fans. Like Atiba is the youngest Rocky Mountain Pro champion. One of, I think, 2 people that have been Rocky Mountain Pro champion more than once. He's a 2-time Rocky Mountain Pro champion.
Nice.
I'm a 1-time champion. So Atiba got me beat. You know what I'm saying? And then,
remember, you gotta say, don't forget, you got the charge championship. I never won that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I was gonna say, but the final boss is the Grand Slam champion. And I have tag belts, the charge belt, and the Rocky Mountain Pro belt.
Nice.
So, and then, that's all prior to Choppa City. Because then when Choppa City got together, after Atiba slaved me out for 30 days, thanks, Vinny Russo. When we got together, bro, it was instant magic. Like usually when me and Big T get together, it'd be magic anyway. Like there's a match on YouTube, Boss versus Atiba, instant classic is what we call it.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
do you guys ever go back and watch the matches you guys had against each other for Rocky Mountain?
Oh yeah, man, iron sharpens iron around here. Yeah, we watched those back, you know, and we call back to that offense, you know, because our name is Choppa City, bro. We've been tagging Atiba. How many years did we tag before we actually started chopping? You know what I'm saying? Like think about like Utah, Wyoming. Yeah. Where else did we go? Utah, Wyoming. I don't think we tagged the OVW, but we were there, and yeah, like we were already a team, but we hadn't started chopping yet.
Yeah.
And it was that feud between us when they put us at each other. That's when we realized, hey man, we both chop. Let's and that is also the name of our team. Let's run with this. Let's chop with this.
We were like, we gotta make this work together, because like going against each other, it's only gonna get us so far. So it's like you gotta bring it together to really see exactly how far you can really bring this thing, you know?
Yeah, you can only chop each other so much.
Yeah.
We can chop everybody all the time.
All the time, yes sir.
Always be chopping.
Yeah, so you guys, you talked a bit about there. You guys travel. Do you guys travel a lot? And are there any crazy travel stories on the road together?
No, those stories stay on the road, brother. Whoa, we can't.
There's some crazy stories, but yeah, there's we got.
I think I jumped out of a window of a bar in Louisville, Kentucky once. That's as sugarcoat as we can give you.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just say I was cutting up bugs at the Louisville clubs.
Oh yeah. We was in there with Luscious Lawrence and Omar Amir, some of the OVW staples. You know, our sister school,
Yeah.
sister promotion.
Beaches and Cream.
Beaches and Cream. They on the chopping list. We have a chopping list.
A chopping list.
No, not a shopping list. It's a chopping list.
Oh, I see.
But it's just like a shopping list.
Yeah.
But for chops.
Is it a positive list?
Oh yeah. It's just everybody that's gonna get these chops.
Yeah, I mean, if you're feeling excited about getting chops, then you should be happy to be on the chopping list.
Yeah. You know, if you got 99 problems, a chop ain't one.
All right.
I just made that up to you. I just made that one up. That's new.
So, you guys talked about OVW, and you guys have also wrestled for some other promotions, including GCW. So, who are some of the locker room leaders for these places like OVW, GCW?
It's been a while since I was over at OVW. So, like, we were over at OVW back in, like, 2020. Like, it was like we were doing, like...
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah.
So it's been a minute since we've been over there and seen what's going on.
Yeah, I'd say, like, Jesse Goddard's is still there. Some Spectaculars over there. Al Snow is active, bro. Like,
yeah.
Al Snow is still in the game.
He's been in the game.
Atif, you know who's running the show at OVW right now? I mean, not running the show, but like doing well for themselves.
Who?
Young Cal Hero.
Yes, sir. Cal Hero.
Cal Hero is gonna be on top one day. Mark my words. That's a good dude.
I was gonna say High Zaya. He was one of the people I wrestled.
Oh yeah, the Hood Ninja.
He was definitely a good guy in the locker room, and would always stop and give you a minute of his time if you asked him.
Oh, Cash Flow, the other chopper. Our blonde chopper, Cash Flow.
There's a third chopper?
I don't know. I mean, it's a city, brother. It's a whole city.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
His chops are a little different from our chops. And
His chops are
very
extremely different from ours. See, Cash chops with his hand. We chop with our heart.
That's the difference. Oh, it's a big difference maker.
And Cash will chop you in your heart.
We may not have our hands. If our hands were broken, we'd still be able to chop.
Still be able to chop. Like, you can work the chop hand all day. It don't matter.
It's all in the heart, and I'd say you guys have the heart of the crowds in Colorado. Is it normal everywhere you guys go? You seem to have the back of the crowd.
Oh man, we got them in Arizona. We got them in Vegas. We got them in Utah.
That's awesome.
They don't love us in Louisville. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Not in Louisville?
Act like they do, bro. Yeah, it's my fault.
Oh no, the window.
They did not see Choppa City together in Louisville, so
That's a good point. They did not see Choppa City together, so yeah.
One thing I love about going to a new place is me and Boss are always like excited stepping out because we know like we're gonna be able to just capture the attention of the crowds and like it's always like it's not like it's like a given or anything, but we just know like, hey, what we're about to put out there is gonna be something undeniable.
Yeah, it's gonna be an experience that they won't forget, that they'll never forget. Like, people will remember the day they seen Choppa City.
Oh, I remember where I was when I first saw Choppa City. I was at an
Where were you when you first seen Choppa City?
I was at an IZW show, Looks That Kill, in November of last year. I think it was a triple threat match. You guys versus some other teams there. I mean, it's not important if it isn't Choppa City. So,
yeah.
I remember that show. That was great.
That was good times. That was good chops. It was good time chopping.
So I got a question for Boss. Boss, what can you tell me about your trainers like Too Cold and Mercury?
Mercury Hayden is an A+ wrestling coach. If you don't know how to wrestle, if you think you know how to wrestle, you should still learn from young Mercury, as I like to call him. And he was trained by Al, who's the OG. Tuco Scorpio is a Denver native, the real OG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know how to explain training for Scorpio, man. Training for Scorpio was, I do 100 squats every morning because Tuco Scorpio does.
Mm.
And that's a 60-year-old man doing 100 squats every. I don't have no. Scorpio basically taught me the game, number one. He taught me the footwork. He taught me that, he taught me to keep moving. But most importantly, he taught me ain't no excuses if you really want to do this.
Mm.
You can have an excuse and not put the work in, for sure. 100 people got excuses. But the top 1% of us, we don't have any excuses. We put the work in.
Yeah,
We
right.
get the work done.
That's right.
And D'Lo Brown's another one too. D'Lo really did. D'Lo really pointed us in the right direction. He always gives us great advice. He encouraged us to start driving together. And so as soon as me and T started driving together again, bro, Choppa City worldwide.
Oh yeah.
Took off. And I'll admit that I've been spoiled rotten at Rocky Mountain Pro for my entire wrestling career, just because, most people, they have their first match in an elementary school gym or, on a basketball court somewhere. And me and the team have been wrestling on television for 6 years or 7. I don't know, T.
Yeah, about 6 or 7 years, yeah.
I think it's 6.
Yeah,
I got 4 more.
That's impressive. I'd say it's definitely a blessing what you guys got there at Rocky Mountain Pro with the training school and all the production. It's really great. Seeing it firsthand for myself in person really impressed me, and I encourage anyone in the Denver, Colorado area, or just Colorado in general, make the drive out to a Rocky Mountain Pro wrestling show. Get some chops in.
Get some chops in. Raise your chop hands.
Raise the chop hands. I know I was. What's a dream promotion for Choppa City to rock the house in?
Back to the chopping list. All right. I'm gonna throw mine out. I'm gonna throw my top 3 out there first. All right. I've already been there, but I want to take a TV with me. IWA Puerto Rico, we gotta have it. I'm really feeling a Booker's promotion, ROH, reality. ROW.
Reality wrestling, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. ROH is Ring of Honor. So Ring of Honor is the other one. Boom.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good.
I just added that in.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Where you want to go, T?
Nationally, I'd do TNA.
Okay.
I'd love to do some of the bigger promotions. I'd love Deadlock Pro Wrestling, or even.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Same thing as Boss. Reality Wrestling is a big one. I'd love to go on. And then I would say.
Oh, wait. Oh, go ahead.
I'd love to. We really just want to go out to California as well. Just any promotion out there, just to see what it's like out there.
All of them, yeah. And then Choppa City worldwide, brother. So international.
Yeah, we are trying.
We gotta go to Germany and Choppa. We gotta go to Qatar and Choppa.
I'd like to go to UK.
We definitely gotta do the whole Euro tour. Yeah, UK, baby. We'll hit that UK one time.
UK would be
and if
great.
And if we can, I want to go to Australia and find Simone Lockhart.
Go
find Simi.
So That's one of the people he used to be in a team with back in the day.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Is there any?
The Duchess from down under.
Yeah. Other than the places you named, is there any like set destination you guys have always had in mind to traveling that you haven't gotten around to yet?
What have we been talking about?
Yeah. What's my birthday, T? What's July 12th? We just got the email yesterday.
Oh, I don't know if it. Well, we were talking about coming back to AZ.
Oh, just the name of the promotion. We had. Where was it? It's in Arizona, right? I know it's in Arizona.
Yes, it is.
What's it called? I have to look it up. Hold on.
I believe that one is PCW.
PCWAZ, yeah. Yeah, we actually have a close connection here at the Pulse with PCWAZ. We're big fans of what they do, and they're big fans of what we do.
Nice.
Well, Pretty City got some chops coming.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, they get their chops coming. They deserve it.
They deserve it. Well said, sir. You heard that? Pretty City, you deserve these chops.
Got 50 more chops within.
Oh, 50 more chops. Yeah. What do you call it? I want to go to Duke City and beat up Two Scoops and Turbo.
Oh yeah.
What else? There's another one. In all honesty, I kind of want to hit. Yeah, I already said it. But OVW, Beaches and Cream, they got to get these chops. Omar and Luscious, y'all getting chopped. Bottom line.
Yeah,
It's been too long.
Yeah, anywhere we'd love to get Choppa City all over the map. So it's like.
That's right.
Where could
basically, we won't stop until everybody knows that Choppa City is definitely one of, if not the greatest tag team. Because, like, a lot of people say that, but, like, we mean it.
Yeah, and you're making your presence known. That's important.
Yeah. The proof's in the pudding.
Proof's in the pudding. Yeah. So I gotta ask. I forgot what I was gonna ask. Man.
Oh, yeah, write it down, brother.
I'm running a little low on questions here.
You got chopped up.
I got chopped up.
You got chopped up.
Yeah. What does it mean to you guys as a tag team that pro wrestling is seeing, not, I wouldn't say a resurgence, but definitely like a big spike in popularity right now?
I love it that pro wrestling is being seen again by a lot more people. I definitely still want people to take a look at wrestling in all avenues. Like, check out, like WWE, check out AEW, but then, also see the independent wrestling, watch international wrestling. There's so much out there to see, so it's just like, really, I think everybody just really take this time to just enjoy everything that's out there, because there's so many talented wrestlers out there, and you can't miss out on it. This is a good time.
It's a really good time.
Yeah, I'm very happy that, wrestling has evolved to the point where it is now, where, like, it'll never get this big again. They were wrong. It's bigger, better.
Oh yeah.
Forever.
It doesn't have a season.
Exactly. Like, anytime you want to see it, there's always going to be something going on. There could be some story that you're seeing, just some awesome, like, technical wrestling. You could see some crazy characters. There's, like, so many different types of wrestling, and it's like, you can't, there's something for everyone. So every time someone's like, I don't know if it's for me, it's like, oh, there's something for you.
Yeah. Very well put. As we wrap up episode 18 of Wrestlezona on 88.7 The Pulse, I'm Lance Reese, and I've been joined over the line with Atiba and Bruce Boss, the final boss of the tag team Choppa City. And guys, for my final question, I must ask, what is next for Choppa City?
What is next for Choppa City? Boss, what's
Hey,
got
man.
4 letters? What's got 4 letters and rhymes with stop?
Stop. C-hop. Chop.
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 Chop. Chop.
That's right. The future is
The
chops.
future is chops. Hey, man, well.
I just made that up. Write that down. Like that.
Well, we're coming up with
Future
new
is chops.
slogans for Choppa City, and we're wrapping up Wrestlezona. So I got to thank you guys for calling in. I really do appreciate the time with you guys.
Thank you for having us here.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, this is a great idea. I knew you were on to something.
Exciting news for Arizona wrestling as Lucha Libre Vaz is coming to Bull Shooters in Phoenix June 29th. Aftermath, We the Underdogs. The night will feature the likes of AEW's Beast Mortos, Alexander Hammerstone, Gypsy Mac, and more. Well, that wraps up episode 18 of Wrestlezona on 88.7 The Pulse. Do you have a favorite wrestling theme song you want to hear? Favorite wrestler I should interview? Shoot me a DM on Instagram at Wrestlezona is where you can find me. Hey, and you can also check out our website, Wrestlezona.com. Make sure to stay tuned to Wrestlezona on 88.7 The Pulse next Sunday at 8 to hear my interview with Devin Reno. I'm Lance Reese, and until next time... Support for Wrestlezona comes from the Wrestling Guy Store Phoenix, offering wrestling-themed merchandise and collectibles. More information at WGSPHX.com. That is WGSPHX.com.